Hi people, today we are reading the comic Gaining Perspective. This is by Dr. Blackjack and illustrated by Laserchef. If you want to check them out, Dr. Blackjack has a Patreon.
I think you can, Laserchef has like a website where you can support him or something like that. Check that out. He's also posts on Twitter as well, I know. This looks like a real neat comic, and apparently it's featuring the black and white psychiatrist from Five Nights with Fatties 2 called Dr. Akira. Ah, yes. My favorite. She looks a lot less... Okay, she looks marginally less spooky in this comic, so there's the frick of that. He's stuck in 495 till now. She's graduated to series character now.
I believe the beginning is often the best place to start.
What is this fancy place? Good grief.
Why are there so many people behind?
It's like symbolic of like, these are the common flock of people, but I'm not like the other people.
Love is a beautiful thing. Freud said we ought not to throw something out before reflecting on it. Quiet places like this are the most practical for such acts.
Right. I guess Freud was a psychologist, so that makes sense. To be fair, Freud also came up with the... Okay, we don't need to know any more about Freud. I know he had some weird ideas.
Thoughts are all we have in the end. Intentions are unconscious choices driven by automatic thought. And after all, our thoughts make us who we are and what we are.
Solid work, though, by Laserchef. Very cool.
Understanding that is the easy part. What most people can't read is behavior. Like this coffee, we are blends of varying elements resulting in predictable yet unique flavors.
Not to mention the amount of sugar in there. This lady looks like the sort of lady... Okay, no, she's having cake. No, she probably does put a lot of sugar in her coffee. Here's the other characters.
Take these two, for example. Mrs. X and Y, a happy couple on a dinner date. On the surface, one sees the fun they will have dressed up for a night on the town.
They look very cute together.
Yeah, they look... One of them looks really muscly.
I know. I guess maybe she is. She big though. She big.
You're in for a real treat tonight, babe. I'm gonna eat my fill.
How much is her fill? Maybe like a couple of sandwiches?
I guess you're right. I cannot wait for you to devour everything.
Wait, what? She's what? Exhibit A and BBW?
A rephrase of a statement, coupled by removing of the contraction can't to the full cannot. Subtle pause in a tone without rising inflection. Mrs. X reassures her partner by emphasizing the full statement while disguising her intentions. Mrs. Y, on the other hand, adopts a defensive stance, and I assume would then display closed body language. Mrs. X doubles down by demonstrating her commitment.
Right. Cool. Who looks at two cute ladies and is like, that body language?
You're gonna order one of everything?
Make that too. Bet you can't wait to see me grow.
Mrs. Y has no choice but to accept this as truth.
Alright, so this lady's like thick, but this lady wanna be thick? Okay then, I see. In short, discombobulate. May as well be friggin' Tony Stark rambling about discombobulating. I'm not following.
Oh, looks like my eyes were a bit bigger than my stomach again. Why didn't you have these wrapped up and bring them to the car? I promise I'll finish it when we get home.
Oh, of course, kitten. Just make sure you finish every bite.
What's going on here?
Okay, so they say they're going to eat everything. They eat like a little tiny bit, then they hand it all to this person. What is going on?
But then they say they're going to eat it when they get back.
But they aren't.
Is this some very convoluted, like, role-play scenario these ladies have got together or something? This is some nice looking pancakes, though.
A common pattern, don't you think? If I might be so bold as to predict, this arrangement of yours has resulted in quite possibly several refrigerators of half-eaten meals, which are eventually thrown out.
No one eats them? Well, that's just sad.
What is going on here? Wait, what? I guess she's now in her clinic, I suppose? Also, this lady looks like she's dressed like a freaking wizard. What are these trousers and sleeves? She looks very fancy looking psychiatrist, though, I will say.
If they take their black jacket off, they'd basically be Elvis.
Oh my gosh, it's true. What the heck?
Both of these women are lying to each other. I had asked you to repeat what she said word for word, and the outcome seemed more clear to me. I may be legally blind, but you don't need a psychiatrist to show you that you've been played for a fool.
She's legally blind. Interesting. And so this is a situation that the lady has just been relating to her, is it? I fear that I shall never see. The jelly rolls are blinding me. Oh, legally blind. I'm actually legally blind as well. And interesting enough, the minimum standard is the best side. Isn't as low as you would think. Oh, wait, really?
So, a lot of people who can see are blind, I guess.
Damn. Right. That's the first 6 pages of this comic. If I sounded like I'm not enjoying this comic, it's only because I'm very confused. I'm sure I will understand it more as we get into it. Interesting to see where this goes and what these whole ladies' gig is like. Does one of them want the other to be fat, but the other person doesn't want to be fat? I don't know, but I guess we'll find out next time. And you can also read more pages of this comic. I'm eating a bun, sorry, I'm multitasking. Over on Dr. Blackjack's DeviantArt, and you can support him on Patreon. And check Laser Chef out on Twitter, and I think you can support him on his website. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.